that Christianity is more valid than other religions because the evidence points to it being true. But then how can you have faith in it?
Okay, good. First point. A little boy once said, faith is believing what you know to be a lie. That is totally false. That's bad faith. Someone else has said to me, Cliff, faith is believing even though there's no evidence. No, that's not good faith. That's gullibility. That's blind faith. Faith, for me, I hope for all of us, is believing based on evidence. But the evidence takes me so far, and the evidence stops, and that's where faith takes over. Example, I don't know this guy real well, but I do know him a little. The reason I trust him with my wallet is because the evidence is he's a reliable guy. There have been people out here this week that I would never do what I just did to him. Because the evidence is they are not reliable. This gentleman and I disagree, but he has treated me very respectfully. I've tried to treat him respectfully. I think I could trust him with my wallet. But there have been some other people out here that I would never trust with my wallet. Why? Because the evidence is he's responsible. The evidence is he's responsible. The evidence is these other rascals out here are highly irresponsible. I believe in Jesus Christ, not because the evidence is he's irresponsible. I believe in Jesus Christ because the evidence is he is highly responsible. He is highly trustworthy. And that's what Paul argues in 1 Corinthians 15. Paul argues, if Jesus Christ is not risen from the dead, we're fools for believing in him. We are fools for believing in him. Why? Because while Jesus was alive, he said, I'm going to die and rise from the dead. And if he didn't back it up by resurrecting from the dead, we're idiots for believing in him. See, I love that. Because that's the way I live my life.
I understand what you're saying, but how can you distinguish between validity of what... I mean, I've known people of other religions and of other philosophies to claim that they're just as valid. And how is one to determine which is more valid or which is
Great question. You're right. People of different religions say, buddy, this is the truth. And your great question is, well, what am I supposed to do? You are supposed to study the object of their faith. And you're supposed to, on your own, using the good mind that God has given you, look for evidence of reliability. And if the evidence is lacking, please do not trust. But if the evidence is that this object is reliable, then trust.